All right. So, Sir Ben, can you see my slide?
Yes, sir. We're good to go.
All right. Thank you very much, Sir Ben, for confirming. Again, our product is categorized by the FDA Philippines as non-therapeutic product. It is under non-therapeutic products. That's why we need to have this disclaimer for proper guidance to all of us as a member of MGI. So our disclaimer is MGI products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Also, all information presented here is not meant as a substitute for or alternative to information from healthcare practitioners. All right, so that is our disclaimer. Again, thank you very much and welcome all of you to our product presentation. Welcome to our company, Mega Gloria International Club, that aims us to have greater vision to stay young, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay fit. All right. And to tell you something about MGI, Mega Glory International is a pioneer company to procure high-level nanotech energy products that are very useful for health therapy. And also MGI is currently collaborating for more than 5 years with the Global Glaucoma Eye Association under the World Health Organization of the United Nations in social activities, providing free eyeglass frames to glaucoma eye sufferers worldwide, including Philippines. And also MGI opens opportunities for everyone not only to get a healthy life, but also to live with time and financial freedom. Just like me, I was a teacher for 15 years, and after 2 years here, I'm not saying that I'm a millionaire, but I'm financially stable because of the opportunity given to me by the MGI Club. So that's it. The objective is not only to have healthy life, but also to have financial freedom. So these are the things that we are discussing for the whole week. Monday to Thursday, we are discussing about the products, and every Friday we discuss about how to earn in this kind of company. So tomorrow we are going to discuss the compensation plan. I hope you will be there also to check if really MGI offers unlimited income or financial freedom. All right, so that's for tomorrow, 2 p.m. All right, and next, let's go to the vision and mission of our company. The vision of our company is to strive to be the most successful company in the world and become one of the leading distributors of healthy and natural products in the local and global markets, just like what is happening now. Okay, we are really actually realizing that our product was appreciated by different parts of the world, like Nigeria or like UK. It means that our product was accepted by these countries, meaning we are the only company distributing this kind of products. All right, and that is actually our advantage, being a member of this company, because we are the only company distributing this kind of natural and healthy products in the local and global markets. All right, and the mission is to present the best business applications in the world, to provide opportunities for financial independence with unlimited income potential. So that is our vision and mission. All right, the global team, the people behind our company. Let's start with the founder and the father of our company, MGI Club, Sir Anthony Chin. He is our founder and the father, the president, director, global CEO with 30 years networking experience. So that is our global CEO. Our inventor, Dr. Sun Li Fong. Okay, he is also ophthalmologist by profession and the chairman of Hong Kong Vision Foundation, chairman of the Ionspec Foundation Malaysia, chairman of Floaters Eye Society Malaysia, chairman of the Glaucoma Social Program Movement, and speaker of the Glaucoma Society, and also chairman of the Myopia Movement Prevention Program in children. And our CEO here in the Philippines, why we have MGI Philippines, it is because of this man. He is our CEO and country stockist here in the Philippines. He is our Captain Roy Rivera. So these are the people behind our company. All right, so let's start the presentation. Are you ready, Ma'am Joy? Are you still there, Ma'am Joy? Okay, can you still understand me? Ma'am Marjorie Homer, thank you very much. So let's start the presentation. Okay, I have a question here. I want to start the presentation with a question. Do you agree, okay, that the eye is one of the most important part of our body next to the brain? Do you agree with that? Can you give me a thumbs up or a nod? Yes, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much for your response. That's true because actually the 90 to 95% information of the brain is coming from the eyes. All right, so they have mutual understanding, the eyes and the brain. All right, 90 to 95% of information of the brain is coming from the eyes, while the brain is commanding the eye to perform well. So they have connection, all right? And their texture is almost the same. They are both 90% water, 10% flesh. They are both sensitive, all right? The advantage of our brain, it is protected by our skull, all right? That's the advantage of our brain, while the eyes is exposed. Remember that they are the same sensitivity. They have the same sensitivity because they are both 90% water, 10% flesh. Okay, but the advantage of the brain is protected by the skull while the eyes is exposed. So what do I mean? Meaning the eye is actually prone to damage. All right, that's why the eye, I don't know if you are agree, the eye is also the most abused part of our body. Can you see the eyes? Have you seen have you seen eyes like this? Okay, so there is a big chance or tendency to damage our eyes easily because it's very sensitive and also it's exposed to these harms. Okay, so do you know what are the harmful elements that damages our eyes? Okay, I will show you. I will give you an idea why this eye is the most abused part of our body. Okay, so these are the abuses that we are doing. Okay, I'll show you. Number one, the number one abuse is exposure to the sun. All right, do you agree with me? Why? Because if you are exposed to the sun, your eyes is exposed to the sun emits harmful radiation. And what is that radiation? That radiation is called UV rays, an ultraviolet rays, which is actually dangerous to our system. Okay, it damages our skin. It will cause sunburn. All right, if you go to the beach and you will stay there for so many hours, and then your skin will be suffering with sunburn. Okay, the skin is more what? The strength of our skin compared to our eyes is far, right? In terms of strength. Okay, our eyes is more sensitive than our skin. If the skin is damaged, how much more our eyes, right? So one of the most damage that we are suffering is from exposure to the sun. What else? Exposure to glare. Our eyes is sensitive to glare. Okay, remember that our eyes is approximately composed of 120 million cells. And all those cells are sensitive to lights. That's why be very careful of looking at lights, especially those powerful lights like headlights, right? Welding machines, the sparks. Don't look at it directly. All right. Also, exposure to smoke. Do you smoke? It can damage our eyes. How about dust? Of course. And germs, bacteria, and viruses, especially this time that there is a COVID-19 pandemic, right? There are three portals entering by a virus. Okay, so what are these three portals? The mouth, the nose, and the eyes. So sometimes we use face mask, but there is no eye mask. All right, you cannot move with the eye mask, right? But by the use of this eyewear, our flagship product, you are protected with these harmful viruses or germs and bacteria because it is antivirus also. Later, I will discuss that to you also. All right. So these are the harm or damages that can damage our eyes. But take note, this is just 10 to 20% damage to our eyes. Excuse me. This is just 10 to 20% damage to our eyes. So meaning there is still a harmful element that damages our eyes aside from this. And what is that 80% damage to our eyes? I will show you. This is the 80% damage to our eyes nowadays. Exposure to computers and digital devices. Especially now that every one of us are experiencing lockdown. Do you know lockdown? Here in the Philippines, we are all confined in our rooms. Okay, in our rooms, we do our everyday work like school work, okay, paperwork, okay, job. We do it inside our homes by the use of these gadgets and even our kids. And that exposure to these computers and digital devices prone us to harmful elements like blue light radiation. Okay, so that radiation can harm our eyes. Actually, there are two kinds of radiations. All right, the visible, the thing that you can see, and the invisible radiation. These two radiations are very harmful to our eyes, not only to our eyes, but to the whole system of our body. Okay, so actually blue light impairs the integrity of the eye and the whole visual system. It helps accelerate the production and accumulation of free radicals that leads to the development of oxidative stress. What is oxidative stress? Okay, from normal cell, okay, if that cell is exposed to these free radicals, okay, formed by this radiation, it will lead into oxidative stress. Oxidative stress means damaged cell that turns into cancer cell. Okay, that's why if you are always having free radicals, if you are always exposed to these harmful elements, most probably you will have cancer. Okay, that's why the same with this example, no? You see this kid, he is always using his phone, okay, always exposed to this blue light because most of our kids now are doing their games using their phones, their gadgets. Okay, if you know online games, Ma'am Joy, do you know online games like Mobile Legend? Okay, there are so many online games, especially here in the Philippines. No, our kids are exposed to this. Remember that our eyes is very sensitive to this harmful radiation. Look at what happened to his eyes. That is the cause of this blue light. His eyes was practically burnt. His eyes was burned and he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He is already dead. He is already dead now. Why? Because of exposure to gadgets. Okay? So if you are always exposed to these gadgets, then you have a big chance of having this damage. Worst, having cancer. All right? That's why we are not, we are surprised every time we heard a person instantly having cancer. Oh, he's so healthy. He has healthy living. Why is he had cancer? Why? It is because of the exposure and uneducation. We have no education about these harmful elements like radiation. All right, like X-ray. Have you had X-ray, Ma'am Marjorie? All right. Have you experienced having X-ray? Are you allowed to have X-ray every day? Of course not. Right? Are you allowed to have X-ray every month? Are you allowed? No. So what is the recommendation of the doctor? Okay, what is the interval allowing you to have X-ray? Okay, the list is 6 months. At least 6 months. So what is the meaning of that? Because this X-ray is the best example of this harmful radiation. All right, if you are going to expose yourself to this harmful radiation, there is a tendency, a big tendency or a big chance for you to be infected by this cancer. All right, that's why doctors don't allow us to go to X-ray every day, every month, right? But practically, as we speak, Ma'am Marjorie, we are in front of these radiations. Why? Is Zoom or Zoom meeting possible without gadgets? Ma'am Joy, is it possible without gadgets? Meaning you are in front of harmful radiation. And no one is explaining that to us. No one but MGI. Actually, even me. The only time that I have heard about this harmful radiation emitted by the gadgets is when the time I joined MGI. All right. So it's not only about business, Ma'am Joy. It is about caring to people, caring our fellow men. Okay, informing them, educating them how harmful this radiation was. All right, or is, whatever was or is. Alright. Okay, do you still understand me? Thank you very much if you can. I'm out of breath. Let me breathe some air. I'm so nervous. This is my first time. Thank you very much. All right, I hope I am not out of track. All right, I hope that I can deliver my presentation in the purpose of my presentation. Thank you very much. If you can appreciate it, if you can still understand me. All right, so to continue with, again, we have established that radiation is very dangerous to our eyes. And again, our eyes is just a portal or a door of this radiation because the radiation wants to damage not only our eyes, but actually our brain. But radiation cannot penetrate our brain through our skull because it's thick, right? Unlike our eyes, it's so soft, so it can enter to it. Like what happened to this kid, he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, brain cancer. All right? Because that is the portal used by this radiation to penetrate to the brain. All right? That's why, okay, some of experts considered this radiation a silent killer, especially to our kids, Ma'am Marjorie and Ma'am Joy. Especially to our kids. Why? If you notice, these kids, their heads are still growing. Do you observe that? The head of our kids still growing, 12 years old below, their heads are still growing. Why? Because their head is not yet fully developed. They still have cracks. Okay? They still have cracks for it to expand. Okay, until they reach the adulthood, wherein the size of the head will stop the the improvement, or the enlarging, or what I call this, whatever it is, Joy, you understand me, right? So meaning it will be developed in a stage wherein the person is already an adult, right? It will be covered. Okay, so the radiation cannot penetrate our brain through skull, so it will use the eyes. But if they are kids, okay, if they are kids, they are still developing their heads, their skull, so it has cracks. It is easily penetrated by these radiations. That's why the number one damaged person in this world by this radiation is our kids. Our kids. All right. So our kids are the ones who are endangered by this silent killer radiation. That's why there are so many kids now who are exposed to these gadgets, suffering focal seizure. Do you know focal seizure? Focal seizure is a brain problem. The brain activity, the half of the brain has no activity. That's why they are suffering with focal seizure. All right, it's because of the damage of this radiation, and every one of us now are exposed to this radiation, because everyone, Ma'am Joy, even your kids, maybe if you have family, they are using gadgets, right? And they are prone to this danger. All right, Mama Lucy Verino, are you okay? Are you still okay? Can you still catch up with our discussion now? Actually, my nose is bleeding. All right, let's continue. Oh, that is why, Ma'am Joy and Ma'am Malu, we are introducing a very unique product, which is non-invasive, all natural, does not disturb any internal organs, and safe for all. And what is that product, Ma'am Joy? That product is what I'm wearing now. It's Nanospec Ionspec. All right, Nanospec stands for the technology that we are using, the nanotechnology, while Ionspec stands for the basic element emitted by our frame, which is the negative ions. All right, and that is actually the first certified medical eyewear in the world today. Why? Because of its frame. The frame of our product is made of black tourmaline stone mixed with germanium stone. Ma'am Joy, have you heard an eyewear that the frame is made of stone? Have you heard that already? Right? See, because we are the only company okay, distributing this kind of products. That's why if you are going to do this as your business, there is a big chance for you to what? To earn. All right, just like what happened to me here in the Philippines. Before, my financial status is negative, now positive, as simple as that. I have now, after 2 years, remember I'm an employee for 15 years as a mathematics teacher in public school here in the Philippines. But after 2 years, I have my dream house and a brand new car. All right, that is the opportunity that has given to me by this company, because we are the only company selling or distributing this kind of products. All right, and this frame is made of black tourmaline stone mixed with germanium stone. And for your information, Ma'am Joy, these stones are known as anti-radiation stones. All right, that's why if you are wearing this, no radiation can penetrate to your eye, even your brain, because it avoids radiation because of these stones, and powered with 72 types of minerals. All right, and that minerals is very useful to our body. Remember, Ma'am Joy, Ma'am Malu, that our body is made of minerals, right? So that's why we need these minerals, and that is certified and recommended by different world organizations. Later, I will show you. All right, and it is designed to protect our eyes and keep it healthy. All right, because remember that the eye is one of the most important part of our body next to the brain, right? So since you believe that, I will not argue with it. All right, since we have established that the eye is one of the most important part of our body, because I have some challenge, Ma'am Joy. Ma'am Joy, actually, I have a challenge. If you will not accept that the fact that the eye is one of the most important part of our body, I have a challenge. But since you agree, I will not challenge you. All right. All right, next. So let's go to the frame, Ma'am Joy. Let's go to the lens. The frame is again made of black tourmaline stone mixed with germanium stone and 72 types of minerals. And the lens is, our lens has no grade, Ma'am Joy, for your information. It has no grade. Okay, so if you have reading problem, then you can still wear your reading glass. Is that your reading glass, Ma'am Joy? Do you have grade? Yes, that's why you are using it, right? Okay, actually, you go to optical shop to buy an eyewear for reading purposes, right? All right, for your information, our eyewear, it has no grade. Our lens is just normal lenses, but it has coatings for protection. It's anti-UV and anti-blue ray. All right, blue ray is the blue light emitted by these gadgets, while UV is a light coming from the sun. So you are protected if you are exposed outside. All right, okay, without protection, if your lens has no protection, then that's dangerous. All right, and that is tested, clinically tested, 2 years in a Taipei Medical Center. Okay, for 2 years, they have tested our eyewear and they found out that this eyewear is really helping people with eye problems. Okay, different eye problems. Later, I will show you. And also here in the Philippines, it is approved by the FDA as medical device. All right, we are not medicine. Okay, we are just a medical device that helps conditions, eye conditions or eye problems. All right, and how was it made? So how was it made? So the engineering of Ionspec, Nanospec. So from black tourmaline stone, they turned that into powder. Okay, they powderize this or they pulverize this stone and then turn it into frame using a technology. Actually, the creation of Ionspec, Nanospec is the merging of nature and technology. Why nature and technology? Why do we need to merge these two? Why do we need to merge this nature and technology? Why? Because our body is made of nature. And our health actually depending on the nature that we are living in, right? So the health, okay, that we are acquiring depends on the nature and the environment that we are living. Okay, so why do we need to use this technology? Okay, because actually harmful radiations are coming from this new technology that we have now. That's why we are going to use the technology also to protect us to this harmful technology that we are facing now in this world. Can we still live without cell phone, Ma'am Joy? Can we live without internet, Ma'am Joy? Right? So meaning we really need to have this technology, right? So we have no choice. If you want to have a normal life, you need internet, especially now that we have pandemic. We cannot communicate easily to people now because there is a danger of infecting others if you are exposed to these mass gatherings, right? So for us to have communication, we are going to use this technology. So meaning we have no choice but to use this technology, and this technology endangers us because of these harmful radiations. All right, so that's why we use this technology, and that technology is called nanotechnology. All right, the frame is made from a patented tourmaline nanotechnology, where tourmaline particles are transformed into its tiniest form for easy absorption and penetration to cells. All right, so that is the use of our nanotechnology. Remember, that is a stone. All right, if you will not transform that into its tiniest form, it will not be appreciated by our eyes. Remember that our eyes is made of small particles, cells, approximately 120 million cells. All right, so for it to be appreciated by this by our system, it needs to be transformed using nanotechnology. It was transformed into its smallest form. Like the scale is 1:1 billion. 1:1 billion. That's the size. 1:1 billion. So what is that 1:1 billion? That is a scale. That is a size. So like one whole, Ma'am Joy. So follow me. One whole, one half, one fourth, one eighth, 116, 132. It's getting small. Imagine 1 is to 1 billion. You want to imagine? You want to imagine the size of that 1 is to 1 billion? Get a strand of your hair, okay, and then form it into what do you call this? Vertical. Turn it vertical, and then slice it 1 billion times. That's how small they transform this tourmaline stone using nanotechnology for our eyes to be for our eyes to absorb it. All right, because it's made of cells. That's very important. That message is very important. That's why I reiterated this nanotechnology. All right, Joy, I hope you understand. I don't know if it's still my English is good. All right, but you know, there is a saying here in the Philippines that English is good, but we need cash. All right, let's continue, Ma'am Joy and Mama Lou. Thank you for still what do you call this? Hanging there. Please hang with me, all right, until the end of this presentation, because I don't know if I can still survive until the end of this presentation. All right, let's continue. All natural materials and technology engineered in the eyewear come together to supply the eyes the needed support to promote better metabolism, better circulation, and better detoxification. Remember that our eyewear is not a medicine. It actually promotes these three functions. All right, the metabolism, circulation, and better detoxification. Because these three functions actually the one that maintains the good health of our eyes. All right, so these three functions, if your metabolism is not good, all right, if your circulation is not good and detoxification process of your eyes, it will start the disease. Okay, there is in our eye, we have this part which is called as aqueous gland. That aqueous gland, okay, the water there actually circulates 24 hours a day. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It needs to have a good circulation and detoxification process. Detoxification process in the eyes means the tears and the mucus. All right, that is actually emitting by our eyes. Those are the detoxification process and the metabolism. You know metabolism, no? So those are the three functions that maintains the good health of our eyes, and that is actually the one that's supported by these elements from our frame. All right, remember, this is not medicine. This is just a support to maintain the good health of our eyes by helping these three functions. Okay, so that's it. So what are these elements emitted by our frame? Okay, so let's start with the elements that helps the circulation, the detoxification process, and the metabolism. Let's start with negative ions. Have you heard negative ions? Mama Lou, have you heard negative ions? Ma'am Joy, have you heard negative ions? What is negative ions? Actually, negative ions is considered as vitamin in the air. Some experts call negative ions as fresh oxygen. All right, so that is the characteristic of negative ions. Negative ions is vitamin in the air or fresh oxygen. When we say fresh oxygen, there is unfresh oxygen. There are oxygen which is already non-fresh. All right, so remember that our body depends on the oxygen, right? You want to try? Do you believe me that our body depends on oxygen? You want to try? Okay. I will not supply you oxygen for 10 minutes, Ma'am Joy. Will you survive? No. That means our whole being needs oxygen. And what kind of oxygen do we need? What we need is a fresh oxygen. Okay, for us to have that healthy body. Okay, and that fresh oxygen now is very limited. That is actually abundant in nature, especially around waterfalls. Ma'am Joy, in a country that you are living, do you have waterfalls? Some, yes, yes, but not all parts of your country have waterfalls, right? In waterfalls, there is abundant negative ions. All right, so these are the nature that have good negative ions or high amount of negative ions. So how come that this waterfalls emits negative ions? So this is the key, okay? So for it to emit negative ions, okay, the waterfalls, the water that is constantly hitting the stone under, okay? So the waterfalls from the waterfalls, right? The constant pressure, all right? The constant pressure, okay? These stones have minerals. If that minerals detects pressure, it emits negative ions naturally, all right? That is why, Ma'am Joy, our frame is made of stone with 72 types of minerals, all right? And also, negative ions are also present in ocean surf, beaches, and after the storm. So how come that this beach or sea have high amount of negative ions? The constant wave, all right, on the beach, it has minerals there, it has stones, okay? That constant friction, pressure emits negative ions. That's why it's so good going to the beach and then having inhale, exhale, right? It is because of the high content of negative ions. How about after the storm? How about after the storm? So why after the storm there is so many negative ions? It is because of the lightning. You know, lightning, there is a friction. That friction emits negative ions. All right, that's why after the storm there is a high content of negative ions. All right, and also widespread in mountains and forests, because mountains and forests full of trees, it emits fresh oxygen. That's why if your environment is like that, then you have a healthy body. Do you know Tarzan? Tarzan is so strong. Why? Because he's living in a forest, in a jungle, right? That's why. All right. Okay, so what are the benefits that we can have if we are exposed to these negative ions? So these are the basic benefits that we can have. Number one, it smoothens the breathing. That's why if you go to near to the beach, it's so good inhaling, exhaling. All right, you feel something that easy feeling. All right, what else? Helps remove fatigue, helps stabilize blood alkaline level, helps clear blood vessel, helps eases pain. Like Ma'am Joy, if you have headache, you just have to wear this eyewear 3 to 5 minutes. You will see the difference. All right, it is because of these negative ions. All right, it also helps normalizes blood pressure. If you have blood pressure, high blood pressure, all right, it helps to normalizes it. That's how good this eyewear is. And the negative ions emitted by this eyewear is minimum 800 to 2000 negative ions. Excuse me. All right, it emits 800 to 2000 negative ions. According to experts, Ma'am Joy, for you to stay healthy, you need to inhale at least 400 negative ions. 400. All right, but our eyewear emits 800 to 2000 negative ions, more than the requirement. That's why whether even if you are tired, you still have energy. Like me here in the Philippines, it's already 8 o'clock. All right, in stress because of using this language. I'm stressed. I have the double stress because I need to cater people who cannot understand Filipino. But thank you very much to all of you, because it means that our product was appreciated by non-Filipino nations. All right, so thank you very much to all of you. Although I feel so nervous tonight, but I hope that I can finish this presentation. Actually, we are almost done. Okay, I just want to reiterate the message of exposing us to negative ions, because this is actually the main course. If we are eating, this is the main course. All right, the elements and the benefits that we are going to have if we are using this eyewear. All right. So let's go. If you have any question, reserve that after the presentation. All right, we are going to discuss that later. All right. So I will try my best to answer those questions, especially in English questions. All right, another thing that's emitted by our frame, it's the far infrared. Okay, far infrared is actually a light from the sun. Okay, it goes out naturally from the sun. Okay, that's why we need to be exposed to sun also. But we cannot be exposed to the sun 2 hours or 3 hours because of the danger brought by the UV. All right, before, in time past, there is no UV rays. Okay, when this UV rays comes into this world, when the ozone layer was damaged in early 90s, when the ozone layer was damaged, then this ultraviolet rays, dangerous ultraviolet rays comes in. All right, that's why when I was a kid, I can play until 12 noon and my skin is not yet burned. Okay, because this UV rays is not yet present in the atmosphere. While now, if you will expose yourself into direct to the sun 30 minutes only, you will be burned, right? Because of the presence of harmful UV rays. But actually, we need sun because of this far infrared, all right? Because this far infrared actually benefits us to have a better circulatory system. Circulation, especially microcirculation. What do we mean by microcirculation? Microcirculation involves our eyes and our brain. All right. If you can see, our eyes have small veins that is called capillaries. Okay, that is what we call the microcirculation, small circulations. Okay, large circulation involves our arteries. Okay, from the heart, the blood circulates using by the use of these tubes, no, our veins. But our eyes have microcirculation because the veins involved there is small. Okay, that's why diabetic patients, the first organ that is damaged by the diabetic patients because they have sticky blood, okay, is their eyes. If they are diabetic, the first thing that the first organ that will be damaged is your eyes, and next is our brain because they have the same content, right? They are both have microcirculation because the involved veins to these organs are so small, and they call that capillaries. That's why they call that microcirculation. So what is the help of this far infrared to the circulation? All right, it actually helps our vein to move, to have a good quality of veins by the use of this nitric oxide. If you are exposed to far infrared, then it enhances the production of nitric oxide. And nitric oxide, for your information, is actually a vitamin in the veins, the vitamin of our arteries, all right? Especially to our microcirculation. It delays the veins, okay, to move, okay? Because as we age, our veins will become brittle, all right, brittle, right, or uh, what do you call this, uh, becomes hard. Before, when we are kid, okay, our veins is moving, okay, it's malleable, okay, it can move. But as we age, it becomes brittle, okay, it becomes hard, that when pressure, blood pressure comes, it cannot move. Okay, so what does the far infrared do? It dilates the veins. It makes these veins move again, okay, to follow the pressure. All right, that's why if you are using this eyewear, it helps you to have that blood pressure, high blood pressure to go down. All right, because it dilates the veins, because it enhances the nitric oxide production. Okay, and that nitric oxide production is needed for it to be dilated, the veins that we have, especially to our microcirculation. All right, and also it enhances the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to our cells. Because if that nutrients and oxygen cannot reach our cells in the right time, in the right place, especially to the brain, okay, we will collapse, right? If that oxygen and nutrients will not reach the brain, the cells in our brain in the right time, in the right place, okay, we will collapse, right? So that is the use of this far infrared. It enhances the delivery of oxygen and nutrients. And also it is used as pain management and cancer treatment in the hospital. All right. So, but we don't need to go there. You only need to use this eyewear through nanotechnology. It emits far infrared. Okay, and that is clinically tested. It's not my statement. It is a statement of that clinical test report that says this eyewear is very effective. Later on, I will show you also those certificates. All right, and last but not the least is this nano silver embedded to our frame. Okay, this nano silver is actually a natural antibiotics. So the benefits that we can have, it's antibacterial, antiviral or antivirus. So the COVID-19, once there is a COVID-19 virus and reaches our eyes, okay, by the use of nano silver, okay, it kills by our nano silver. So you are not easily infected by this virus. That's why here in the office, although we have the social distancing actually sometimes compromised because many people come here, so we talk to people. So although we are afraid of this COVID-19, since we have this eyewear that what do you call this battles this virus, so we are confident of not to be infected. All right, but we are not saying that we are safe to this virus. All right, but at least we have protection. Okay, that's what we are saying because of this nano silver. And also antifungal, anti-inflammatory. So if there are some inflammatories from your eyes and your brain, then it will help. Also, it is improve our immune system. Actually, our immune system is actually the doctor of our body. We don't need medicine by nature. We don't need medicine. Okay, our body was designed to heal itself. Okay, healed by the environment that you are living in. Okay, but if you have a good what do you call this support, okay, like nano silver, germanium stone, negative ions, far infrared, then it boosts our immune system. Okay, we are not easily infected by these certain viruses. Okay, so that is the nano silver embedded also to our frame. All right, and that is certified and recommended by different world organizations like World Health Association. That is not according to me. I am just a mathematics teacher here in the Philippines. I don't know about eyewears before. Not even a science teacher or a health teacher to teach you about this, but because of this experience that I have for 2 years, okay, I research about this product, and then that is supported by these documents, certification, and recommendation from these world organizations. Then I have a confidence of sharing this to you all. All right. I am not only confident of using this language because I'm not a speaker of this language. That's why I hope you understand me. All right. So these are the what do you call this? Groups of world organization that is recommending and certified this eyewear, like World Health Association, Taipei Medical Center, who gave us clinical test report. They have tested this eyewear for 2 years. They used 300 patients, and they found out that this eyewear really helped people with eye conditions. Korea Far Infrared Association, ROHS compliant, and CE. So these are the certificates that we need to export our products to UK or European Association. Without this certification, we cannot export our product. It means that our product is certified. And Glaucoma Society, QBE, product liability insurance worth 6.5 million pesos. Okay, if anybody will contest, okay, the content that I've said a while ago about this frame, all right, if anyone will contest, let's say they say that our product has no negative ions, then if they prove that, they will be paid 6.5 million pesos here in the Philippines, or in the US, it's some sort of $65,000. Here in the Philippines, like 6.5 million pesos. All right, because we are insured by the QBE. QBE is an international liability insurance. They are insuring products, quality products. That's why we are very uh, uh, confident of sharing this product. All right. Also, Floaters Eye Society Malaysia, Health Department Certificate Indonesia, and Nano Silver Chemical Lab to certificate from Malaysia. And actually, by the way, our Nano Silver is imported from California, USA. So that's where we import our Nano Silver. Okay, and also here in the Philippines, since I thought we are only in the Philippines now. See, we have this FDA approval. We are certified as medical device by the Food and Drugs Administration here in the Philippines. All right, so those are our certification. Okay, and this is the example of our clinical test report. Okay, so these are the examples like TAN 61. Visual problems, mild myopia, mild presbyopia, and hyperopia. After 3 months of using negative Ionspec, test result on her visual acuity has improved by 22% on her left eye without operation. All right, right eye visual acuity under neurological transitions. Subject B1, Mr. Ong, subject with complex visual problems. So I'm just reading you the example of our clinical test report. All right, there are 300 patients, but I will read to you 2 examples. Right. So Mr. Ong have accident impact in his eye. So he is suffering with myopic vision. Myopic vision has improved 10% in the beginning of 2 weeks. Okay, after 3 months, his astigmatism, glare, blurred vision, floaters has reduces to clear. When we say clear, is there any problem? Okay, we cannot only say cure because we are not medicine. Okay, but based on this clinical test report, we really can help eye problems, whatever it is. All right. So that's what we are. That's why we are very confident because we have this clinical test report. Okay, and these are the eye conditions that we are helping. Okay, like hypermetropia or farsighted. We're in a common eye condition where nearby objects appear blurred, but vision is clear when looking at things further away. So you are farsighted if your condition is like that. Okay, just like what you are seeing here. There's a bird. Your this bird is near to your eyes, so it's blurred. But that chair far away from you is clear. So that's why you are farsighted. You can see things far from you. All right. That is actually self-explanatory. I just want to explain that to Filipino people. All right. Also, myopia, it's the opposite of hypermetropia, wherein images near to you is clear, while the far images are, what do you call this? Narrow. Okay. Uh, Narrow view if it's far from you, okay, or blurred if it's far from you. That's the myopia or nearsightedness. Our eyewear helps that. All right. Astigmatism. Do you know people with astigmatism? Okay, we can also help that by simply wearing our eyewear. Okay, lazy eye. Have you seen people like this having this kind of eye? That one eye or one eyeball cannot be controlled. Okay, because they have lazy eye. Okay, we can help that also. Floaters. So what is this floaters? These are dirts in our eyes. Okay, it covers our view. Okay, whenever every time you look at on the left and on the right, it actually follows. You can see those things if you will try. Okay, look at the left and on the right. These are the things following your vision. Okay, black or white. So those are floaters. It can also help that. Okay, pterygium. Okay, it is a pinkish flesh, triangular tissue growth on the cornea of the eye. It is typical at the cornea near the nose. Okay, in extreme cases, it can cover your pupil and cause vision problems. Okay, so the number one cause of this is exposing our eyes to UV rays and this blue light radiation from the gadgets. So if you are always exposing your eyes to UV rays and what do you call this, to the gadgets, then there is a big possibility for you to have this pterygium. Okay, so that is very irritating. Okay, and also cataract, the number one cause of blindness in the world. Okay, the number one cause of cataract is exposing our eyes to UV rays and radiation. Okay, so that is cataract. We also help that. Okay, and last but not the least is glaucoma. Okay, glaucoma is an eye disease that is associated with elevated intraocular pressure. Okay, if the pressure of the eye is elevating or getting high, okay, you will suffer with glaucoma because our optic nerve is very sensitive in high pressure. Okay, if your pressure in the eye is going up, then there is a possibility that you are going to have glaucoma. Okay, and what happens if your optic nerve will be damaged? Okay, your vision will be damaged also because optic nerve is the one that gives us vision. Okay, from normal vision, if you have no glaucoma, your view is like this. But if you have early glaucoma, since your optic nerve was damaged, little by little, the wide of your vision will become smaller. Okay, if it's advanced, like 50% smaller, extreme, you can see here, like this. It's like a hole. Okay, the capability of seeing is already reduced. Okay, and after that, okay, if your optic nerve is already damaged, you are blind, permanent blind. And that's why we are giving free eyewears. Okay, one of the assets of this company is that we have this charity wherein we give free eyewears to those who have glaucoma. All right, so that's the good thing or good side about this company. We only not do business. We also follow or we also do charity. Do you like charity, Ma'am Joy? By simply being a member of this company, you are contributing your charity to people who have glaucoma worldwide. Because we are giving free eyewear worldwide, okay, to those people who have glaucoma. What they only need to do is to submit papers that proves they have glaucoma. Then we can give them free eyewears. Here in the Philippines, we are giving it for free. Even the shipping fee, if they are living far from the office, we are the one who will deliver it to them for free. But if you are in Nigeria, in Caribbean, or outside Philippines, you will be the one to shoulder the shipping fee. All right, but the eyewear is still free, Ma'am Joy. The only thing that you need to shoulder is the shipping fee. I don't know how much, but of course, that eyewear is more valuable than that shipping fee. So better you have that eyewear if you have glaucoma, or maybe you have neighbors, you have loved ones that have glaucoma, because you know glaucoma is considered as cancer in the eyes. There is no certain answer. The doctor has no certain answer or certain cure for this glaucoma. All right, they have remedies, but it will not answer the problem. Okay, they only have remedies. Okay, but by simply wearing this eyewear, we are helping them. Even the simple headache, because you know, if you have glaucoma, since the pressure is high, okay, it causes headache. Remember, Ma'am Joy, have you experienced 1 week headache? Not yet, but I have a friend. You know what? I have a friend who has glaucoma, suffering headache for 25 years. Can you endure that? Do you imagine the pain? Imagine, that's how terrible having glaucoma. But when I met him, when I went to their place and discussed about this product, in just 30 minutes, Ma'am Joy, the pain was gone. Praise God. Because of this product. All right. So that is why after that testimony, we have given eyewears for about 20 to 30,000 now. Okay. We have programs every year. Actually, every day we are giving free eyewears for those who have glaucoma here in the Philippines. Okay. So I hope your country, we can reach your country of helping people with glaucoma. All right. We pray to that. Okay, so we only not mean business, but we also mean charity, because charity is actually the one that's more important than business. All right, and you will be blessed, Ma'am Joy, if you are practicing charity, right? So that's it. Okay, so these are the testimonies that we have for glaucoma patients. Like this one, she's 5 years old with glaucoma. If you notice her right eye, okay, is almost pop out because of the pressure. The pressure pushes the eye to go out because the water cannot circulate anymore. So the pressure is going up. It pushes the eye to go out. Okay. But after 3 days of wearing our eyewear, look at what happened to her. All right. Almost normal in just 3 days. All right. Another one. I have this patient from Occidental Mindoro here in the Philippines, ma'am. An island in the Philippines. Look at him. 6 years old on the left eye. Look at his left eye. Okay, almost popped out because of the glaucoma. But after 4 months of wearing our eyewear, 4 months without operation, Ma'am Joy, look at him now. Look at his left eye. There is a big change. Okay, by simply wearing this eyewear. And take note, this is free for them. All right, Ma'am Joy, you want free, Ma'am Joy? Acquire glaucoma immediately. Okay. Because so many people wants to have free, Ma'am Joy. But again, we have requirement. You should have glaucoma. You should have cancer. No way. All right. That's why you have to buy. All right. So later we will talk about it. All right. So this time I'm going to show you our products, Ma'am Joy. So I'm going to show you our flagship product like eyewears. All right. We have fashion design M37 Nanospec. Also, we have sports design. So these designs are to fit to us. All right. We have different views. Okay. Remember that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So we have different tastes. That's why we have different designs. All right. So that is the only purpose. But the benefit is the same. All right. So I hope you understand. So we have the fashion design. We have the sports design. We also have hospital grade series. Sunglasses also, we have that, Mama Joy. Hospital series. Also, we have the crossover series. M53 for kids. Okay, we have design for kids, 12 years old below. They can use that. Or 7 years old, sorry. 7 years old below, because they don't know how to care for their eyewears. So this eyewear is more agile, all right, compared to other eyewears, all right. Also, we have JSO1 sunglasses. Okay, this is made or designed for people who are always outside, expose themselves to dangerous UV rays. All right, so we also have sunglasses like that. JLo design. Do you know JLo? You know JLo? JLo, Jennifer Lopez. So that is a JLo design. Okay. Waiting for tonight, singing Waiting for Tonight. Yay! And also we have a clip-on 5-in-1, an ionized clip-on 5-in-1. So this design is for people who have graded lens. Of course, our eyewear has no grade. Okay, they cannot use it if they are reading, because there are people who cannot move without the reading glass. Okay, do you know people having 900, 800 grade? Okay, so what they need is a clip-on. Okay, for them to be protected also, they only need to use this, clip it onto their frame. So they're also protected. All right, so that is highly designed for them. So these are the eyewears that we have. And we have these early usage effects, wherein if you are new of using our eyewear, okay, you will experience eye droppings, okay, teary eyes. All right, so that we call it eye droppings. Dizziness or headache, you can also experience this. Sleepiness or drowsy feeling, you can also feel that. So we call that early usage effects. That is not a side effect. Remember that our product is very safe. Okay, it will not bring harm to our system, especially to our eyes. Okay, we can suffer, you can experience this for only 1 week or two. After that, it's normal. We call that transition period. Okay, your system is adjusting to the eyewear. Okay, that's why you can feel different, foreign feeling, unlike before. All right. Okay, so for best result, you may wear it 8 to 10 hours a day. Okay, remember, for best result, you need to wear it 8 to 10 hours a day. The more you are exposed to our eyewear, the more benefits. All right, so better you will remove it if you will sleep. Okay, don't wear it while you are sleeping because it can be broken. Okay, so better you remove it if you will sleep. Okay, remember, for best result, 8 to 10 hours a day. All right, so also we have other products, Ma'am Joy. We also have eye mask for people who have suffering sleep difficulties. Face mask also. We have a slimming belt. Okay, reflexology therapy socks, knee guard, bonnet for head issues, for knee issues, knee guard. Okay, also anti-radiation chips. Okay, don't wait for the radiation to come out to your phone. Better to use our anti-radiation chips, just like this one, my cell phone. That's why I'm not afraid of using my phone, because I have this. If you will test the radiation of your phone, it will become zero. Okay, so that's it. Also, we have nano neck belt. Okay, stirrer. Okay, nano ring for men, and for women we have panty liners that is powered by negative ions, far infrared, organic germanium stone, nano silver, which is 100% organic. Okay, which is good for circulation and detoxification process, especially for women. Okay, especially for women aging 40 plus above, they really need to have this to help their circulation. Okay, especially if you are into a level in a level of menopausal, you have to have this. Okay, that's very helpful. Okay, and also the latest product that we have is this negative ion generator that emits over 26 million negative ions. Okay, it purifies the air and protecting you from harmful elements present in the air. So that is our negative ion generator. Okay, and it's our negative ion generator is safe for babies and pregnant women. Okay, so actually it helps our respiratory system, especially our lungs. Okay, it clears impurities to our lungs. Okay, I will show you a demonstration wherein our negative ion generator purifies a smoke. Okay, we will test the ability of purifying the air of our ion generator. We have two containers here. I just want you to watch this. We have two containers here that will be filled with smoke, cigarette smoke. Okay, remember that cigarette smoke is very dangerous to our lungs, right? To our health. Okay, we will show you how this negative ion generator helps to purify this smoke or to clear this smoke. Okay, by simply emission of negative ions. Okay, so as you can see, we have a container without a negative ion generator, while the other container is have negative ion generator on the left. All right, so they are both filled with smoke, and we will see, okay, in less than 2 to 3 minutes, this left container, okay, will be purified. Okay, the smoke inside will be become clear. Okay, while the other container will stay as with smoke. Okay, so just wait. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Oh, thank God, I'm almost done. This is actually the last slide. I have survived, Ma'am Joy. Congratulates me. The only thing that I'm not assured is that I don't know if you understand me clearly. Oh, thank you very much, Ma'am Joy. At least this is my last slide and my nose is not yet bleeding. But my brain is cracking and my heart beats fast. All right. So as you can see, the left container with a negative ion generator, the smoke was clear, while the other container, the smoke is still there. All right. That's how effective this negative ion generator is. All right. So that's it. Those are our products. Thank you very much again to all of you for joining our product presentation. Again, I'm Iron Max from Iron Man team saying MGI cares, MGI shares, MGI super. Wow. Woo! Thank you very much. Thank God I survived.